It's been such a long time. What do I even talk about? Do you guys want to hear about the first time that I got caught with booze? When I was 17 years old, a young ginger, but without a beard. I told my parents I was going to McDonald's. I was not going to McDonald's. Some random 22-year-old lady offered to buy me booze. Mom said never to talk to strangers, but I really wanted that drink, you know what I'm saying? So I get in the stranger's car and she drives 90 miles an hour to the liquor store. I'm scared for my life, but I give her $100 and I say, get me 4 bottles. Me at 17 years old with 4 bottles could do a lot of damage. It just so happens that the very next day there was a talent show at my school. I decided it'd be a good idea to get drunk and go to this talent show. You know me, I'm a man of many talents. So a pretty inexperienced me takes 7 shots and goes to this talent show at school. Now, of course, my mom had to drive me there because I was not sober. And I think that she immediately knew something up when I didn't say a single thing except for smile the entire way to this school. And the first thing that I did when I got to this school was something that I've always wanted to do. We have these big circular lunch tables and I just hop on top of them and I start jumping across them all the way across the lunchroom. There's so much staff around the school. There's so many teachers. I don't know how I didn't get caught right then and there. There's security cameras. After that, the talent show started and I walk in, right? I sit down, I see a few of my friends, I start talking with them. And this girl on the stage just starts furiously hula hooping. Now I'm laughing so hard, I think my nuts are gonna fall off. Just roll right down my pant leg. I have full-grown adults staring at me. Everybody knows that something's up. And then I got really ballsy. I went and I pissed in the female's restroom. I mean, there was people in that bathroom. There wasn't trans bathrooms at our school yet either. This wasn't just a normal confusion. There was ladies sitting in this bathroom, hearing the sound of my piss hit the toilet from 3 feet away. I can see why they're concerned. Either there's a really impressive woman on the other side of this stall, or there's a drunk ginger pissing in the toilet. I was honestly having the time of my life. I was getting away with so much mischief until I got back to my house. I get back home, I run downstairs, I'm ready to take a couple more shots and enjoy the rest of my night, right? I look behind my couch and all 4 bottles are missing. I just kind of let out a soft no. I turn around, my mom's standing in the doorway of my bedroom. She drags me upstairs, she tells me that she dumped all of the bottles down the toilet, and I was so enraged that my bottles had been found that I actually said, Mom, how could you? Drinking is one of my hobbies. I actually said that. That's when I knew I had a serious problem already. Besides that, I'm pretty sure you guys all know exactly what time it is. You see all those bongs? Not big enough. See that bong? That's my house. See that Godzilla bong? Godzilla and Kong are gonna be fighting over that one pretty soon. No, I need to think bigger, thicker, wider. We are gonna build a bong that goes to the heavens. We're gonna build a bong that goes to God. And when he rips that bong, he will return the gift of YouTube subscribers to my channel. Now, as we come down here, we'll be entering my gay strip club. They ask why, Ian? Well, 5 chests, no tits. Each of these have been filled with glass. I did this all in survival. Please, for the love of God, subscribe. It took me a solid day and a half to do this. Now, we need to build a base for this bong, and I ain't talking instruments. I think we got a pretty good base going on right here. What? I don't want to do this. All right, here goes 5 hours that I'm never gonna get back. So at this point in time, I had just graduated high school. Oh my God, I have to pee so bad. So the day before my graduation ceremony, I got absolutely slapped, absolutely sauced. So when I went to my ceremony the next day, obviously I wasn't in top tier mindset. I was hungover, a little bit tired. I was in a good mood, just wasn't thinking straight. Now, right before we were able to go out to the seating area in this huge stadium, we were all in line for something, and I was trying to tell what it was. I was like leaning over people's shoulders. I was trying to figure out what was going on. And I had never seen a breathalyzer before, but I thought I saw people breathing into the stick-shaped object. And immediately I'm like, oh no. I'm screwed. What I was not informed is that this was just actually a microphone. They had everyone lined up in alphabetical order so that they could get everyone's name right on stage, and you had to say your name into the microphone. But in my head, I thought, breathalyzer. I was partying last night. They're out to get me. And I was freaking out. I'm like, am I not gonna graduate just because I drank last night? So while I'm freaking out, people are saying their names into this thing. I walk up. It's finally my turn. I take a deep breath, and as hard as I can, I blow into the microphone. And the principal just looks over at me and goes, Soup, that's not a breathalyzer. You just need to say your name. My cheeks were redder than a bag of garden salsa sun chips. I was not prepared for this much sauce today. On the bright side, I still graduated. On the downside, I'm still one of the stupidest people I know. Woo! Party! My principal was definitely on the last straw with me too, so I'm really glad I made it out of there. Guys, this is gonna take a literal approximate of way too much time. Guys, I'm only 2 rows done. It's been an hour and I'm trying to reach like a height limit. Me. Oh yeah, don't mind me. Just carrying an entire bed. Can y'all do that when you're jumping? Speaking of beds, when I was 10 years old, I was sleeping. You guys want to hear a messed up story? Okay, I didn't hear anybody ask, but I was either 9 or 10 years old at this point in time, but my great-grandfather had just passed away. And I didn't know him very well, but obviously, I mean, it's still very upsetting. It's a family member. So we went to the funeral, we got everything figured out, and as a family, we decided we should all get together in a few days and celebrate. Celebrate was not the right word. Oh my god. As a family, we decided that we should all get together in a few days, have lunch, and celebrate his life. God, I'm bad at English. So a few days pass, the whole family gets together. I end up sitting at a table with my great-grandmother, the widow, my younger sister, and my mother. And we were just talking about some funny moments that happened with great-grandpa. After a couple of minutes of talking, she goes, wow, it's a real shame that he had to go. And my 3rd grade ass, without thinking at all, says, and I quote, yeah, it's always the men who go first. Who says that? My great-grandmother's jaw dropped to her kneecaps. I couldn't tell if my mom was trying not to laugh or if she wanted to sharpen the edges of a stop sign and use it as a frisbee to cut my head off from a distance. Ah, who says that to their own family members? Like, thanks, Ian. Welcome to science class. Yeah, scientifically, the men do pass away first at an earlier age. I know it's been over 10 years since I said that, but I still think I'm a horrible person because of what I said. I don't think there's a way that you can come back from that. And I'm telling this story while I'm building a giant Minecraft bong. Like, there's so much wrong with me. I'm making so many realizations right now. Guys, I've barely gotten started on this thing and it already looks like a glass stadium. This is literally only the beginning of this bong. The bottom of the bong is a stadium. Do you know how many Minecraft villagers we can fit in this son of a bitch? That's how we doing things from now on. We got the dual-wheel glass blocks. Hello, Mr. Chicken Man. How you doing today? So over the past couple of days, I've been working non-stop, and I think I've put in 8 hours of game time. Oh my god. I never want to do this again, I'm telling you right now. I had to refill those 5 chests full of glass. I used all of it. Guys, I'm on my 8th full chest full of glass. All done in survival mode. I've never wanted to blow my head off of my head. I've never wanted to blow my head off my body before, up until this point in time. In order for me to have gotten this done, I had to just stop recording and put on music and work. Woo! How's this for a bong? God, I'm coming. Elon Musk would be proud of me. I'm going to space, guys. Let's get to work, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and grab some popcorn, because I've got more stories. I'm actually in the clouds. I haven't even started building, like, the STEM part of this yet. So my old boss, the most typical, yeah, I smoked weed once in college kind of person. Like, they want to be cool, but they'd be a better 2nd grade teacher. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, we're doing our little group meetings before work, right? And we're not allowed to wear headphones at work, so we have to play music out loud on the Bluetooth radios. Which, I mean, that's totally cool. I like to feel my ass jiggle while I'm working, you know what I'm saying? Get that bass going. But this time, she notifies us before our shift. She says, everyone, you need to listen to work-appropriate music. We have someone from corporate coming in today. And I go, ah, you see, that might be problematic. Not a whole lot in the soup playlist that is safe for work. But anyways, I just completely randomize my playlist and I have my fingers crossed that I don't screw over everyone in the building. Now, throughout this 8-hour shift, my boss only walks up to me 3 times. 3 of the most inconvenient times that they possibly could have walked up to me. The first time that she comes over, I'm listening to my boy Prof's new album, right? Any other line in this whole album would have been more convenient. I'm sitting there, I'm listening, I'm enjoying myself. She walks up, she says, how you doing? And over the Bluetooth speaker, these are the lyrics that come out. And my orgies, they keep on getting better. Like 9/11, we all came together. This is my first time listening to the album, so I had absolutely zero idea that this was gonna come up. My boss looks a little more disappointed than the usual, but I figured, okay, there's no way that this is gonna happen again. 2 hours later, she comes by my area again, and I'm listening to the Suge remix by Joyner and Tory Lanez. As soon as she walks over, I look up at her, I smile, and the lyrics go, I told that little bitch that I'm down with a threesome as long as it's you and your mama. At this point, it's funny. I start laughing, my boss not happy. Right at the end of my shift, they come back around for the last time. I'm listening to Medicine Man by Eminem and Dr. Dre. She's hesitant to come over to my station because there's probably something going on, right? But she walks over and Eminem at the top of his lungs screams, "I even make the bitches I come." My radio privileges were taken for the day. I cannot express to you guys how much of a pain in the ass building this is. I had to hop on a boat, go to an island 500 blocks that way. I have to go get sand, and then I have to go back to my bong, re-smelt all of that sand to turn it into glass, meaning that I had to go do mining trips with a fortune pickaxe to get coal, so I had enough coal to mine all- oh my, it was- oh, I'm angry. Okay, so I think we've gotten to the point now where if I fall off of this, I will die. That's the problem with having a bong this big, you know? People ask, why do you make it? And I say, you gotta compensate for something, you know? I think one of my favorite things to do as a teenager, right, was to piss. And yeah, you don't know where this one's going, do you? No, yeah, I just like to urinate in random spots. It basically became a challenge to myself to urinate in the weirdest spot that I possibly could. I had to think about what's already been done. I've peed in a Target parking lot. I've peed on a friend. He wanted a shower. I made it golden. I've peed out the window of a moving car. I've peed out the window of the living room. I've peed out the window of my best friend's second-story bedroom onto a active fire. They call me the extinguisher man. But one day, I wasn't thinking straight. I was thinking bye. I peed in a good friend of mine's dad's garage. All over the floor. Just a big puddle. Like, imagine if this glass block right here is his garage floor. That's what I did to it. Needless to say, he found a spot and, he was pissed. It looks so beautiful. Oh my god, it's majestic. Look at all the chickens down here. Wow. You know what's funny? This reminds me of a time. Me and my grandma used to cook a lot. Now, me and my grandma, we were great cooks. We made everything perfect. We had never screwed up a single recipe. Up until this one time, she had a recipe for some lemon meringue chicken. Is that even a thing? Come on, this is for the bit. A recipe for some lemon black pepper chicken. And she wanted me to make it this time. Go completely solo, you know? I said, oh, geez, Grandma, I don't know if I can do that. And then she tossed me a spatula and said, get to flapping, Jack. I have no idea what that meant, but, you know, I was ready to cook. I gotta be honest with you, this is the first recipe that I ever messed up. Let me tell you, that chicken came out like my sex life. Raw! Anyways, my grandma was so disappointed in me. She said, Ian, I can't believe that you screwed up this recipe. She looked at me, she bent over and she just whispered in my ear. She said, chicken. That was the scariest moment of my entire life. I have PTSD every time I see a chicken. Now I never have to worry about another chicken again. Oh my god. Oh no! I need to get away as fast as I can. I can't be there. Guys, I don't think the bong is any set. This is the dumbest skit ever. Now, if only I could speak German, we could cause some serious damage. I feel like I'm crowd surfing. We're producing more eggs than a female reproductive system. Oh! Alright, I think my computer's gonna break with one swing of this sword. Every time I take a nap, I can just see the bong. It's so beautiful. I didn't even think about how good that placement was. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just making scrambled eggs. You guys want to hear about the time I threw up 2 chicken sandwiches? The story's about as magnificent as this bong. When I was 17 years old, I was probably one of the dumbest kids you've ever seen. Not much has changed, however. It was almost summer break, and I was smack dab in the middle of my drug phase of high school. My body was like basically one big science experiment. Now, I wasn't old enough to buy cigarettes yet, so I could take whatever I got. I liked smoking. Kids, don't learn from me, for the love of God. I somehow got my hands on off-brand cigarettes. These were cigarettes without a label. It is just a white box with 24 cigarettes in it. They were horrible. Now, at the same time that I had these, me and my friend had gotten our hands onto this bag of unknown pills. We had no idea what they were at all. But I was 17, I didn't care. 17-year-old me says, oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. So we get home from school, I pop 2 of these random pills, step outside, smoke this off-brand cigarette, and I'm just sitting there waiting for something to happen, right? Now, we were told that what's inside this bag was Oxy. It was not Oxy. I felt incredibly dizzy. After 10 minutes, I was sitting on the couch. I could not move. If I moved an inch, I was immediately nauseous. I ran to the bathroom, and with one big motion, I puked up the 2 chicken sandwiches that I had for lunch. And I said, let's do some research. I got up from that puke feeling better than I have ever felt in my entire life. Not because of the pills, but because I threw up whatever was in my system. One of the pills was titled I-9, which helps treat bile duct cancer. The other one was birth control. I took birth control and a pill for bile duct cancer. Not only that, but I'm smoking these off-brand dog shit cigarettes to mix that all up in my stomach. I bet that was a nice concoction. You live and you learn. All I'm gonna say is don't be stupid like me, okay? I wonder if that village has any problems with me building God a Bong in their lake. You gotta think, like, one of them sitting out on their porch having a beer after work, right? And they're like, what? What the fuck's going on out there? Alright, so no pun intended, we're really high right now, right? Get it? Big Bong? Matter of fact, we're so high up in the air, I think we could get some cell phone reception. I think it's time to make a phone call and really confuse some people.
What's up?
Yo, I can't take a call right now. Can I call you back?
I didn't call you. You just called me.
Got a problem with that?
No.
Well, stop coming around with all this attitude then.
Oh my god, you're so dramatic, I swear to God.
Hello?
Bro, I cannot take a call right now. Can I call you back?
Sure.
Alright. Alright. See you later, bro. He just accepted it. It's so dumb.
What's cooking, bro?
Yo, I can't take a call right now. Can I call you back?
Fuck you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can I call you back?
It is time to call my mother.
Your call has been forwarded.
Hello?
You rang?
Yeah, I can't take a call right now. Can I call you back?
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Yes.
I still can't take a call. Can I call you back?
What are you doing?
God, I'm just trying to get her to admit that I'm adopted, damn it. Every time I look down at this village, I want to make a joke about villager noises. So, here it goes. You know, they say that men are afraid to make noises in bed. When I'm over here in my girl's ear, like, It's really weird because I can, like, hear the vacuum going upstairs, but, like, the dog isn't barking. And I had to sit back and really think about it. I'm like, why isn't the dog barking right now? And it probably has something along the lines to do with the fact that, we don't own a dog. It's really coming along, guys. Look at it. Woo! My other ones look tiny now. You know, for such a big bong. It's turning out so good. And the fact that I've been gone from YouTube for a whole month, I think we need to have an absolute banger freestyle right now. Fuck it up the problems, put on the music and hit the bottles. Jump in the booth, take a shot, hit a blunt, a phenomenal night. Do whatever I wanna do, middle fingers up to the drama. A wonderful summer, Took a breath, nose back to the coma. Make shit like no other, waste your life and it'll make you wonder. It's game time, gotta get you one up. Something kinda beautiful behind the thunder. Lemon and natural, dreaming of mansions. Left with all the memories happen, just kinda rammed. Yeah, wait. Gonna pick it up, I never leave it off, and I ain't gonna let it be the hobby, gotta be the job, damn right. Thinking that kind of might blow up like dynamite. Ooh, head of a night. My great bone gonna get us all high. Now just playing. Gotta be honest, so something feel right. Something magic about these nights. Everyone up in here feel fine. I feel the warmth of the spotlight. And to the point that they want mine. Woo! Damn it, let's roll. Cracking and blow. Keeping it roll. We celebrating this bong as a whole. I gotta go. Bitch, adios. I suppose now is a good time to mention that I don't smoke weed. Woo! Now, a lot of you guys requested that I build this to the build height, right? It's at 200 right now. And quite frankly, I want to go party tonight, so I'm going to go do that. I guess that means we'll just have to make an episode 20, am I right? Woo! Sorry for the long break, everybody, but I'm back, okay? So y'all have a phenomenal ass day, and don't get plastic surgery, okay? Just don't do it. I'll see y'all in the next video.